Hey there everyone, I hope you're having an absolutely magical day today. If you have been a part of our channel for a while, you know that this is a very special video. A video that you have seen before, a style that you have seen before, but not one that has been around for years. It has been years since our last Cooking with Michael, and I am delighted to be sharing in the return of it today. Now, for those of you who are new to our Disney family, welcome to Cooking with Michael. During this segment, what I'm gonna do is show you how to make some of your Disney favorite food at home, whether that's a sweet treat or even an entree appetizer. We're gonna make something delicious during Cooking with Michael. Today, we're gonna learn how to make two of my favorite specialty Disney drinks at home. One is the Violet Lemonade. The Violet Lemonade is only available during Epcot's International Flower and Garden Festival. If you've never had it before, just imagine an amazing lemonade with that violet flavor to it. You can see I've got some special syrup right there and some other things. It's relatively simple and I cannot wait to make it. The other one we're going to make after the Violet Lemonade is the Night Blossom, one of my personal favorites from Pandora in Animal Kingdom. A little bit more ambitious of a drink right there. Will not include the boba balls, those are very difficult to find, but everything else about the Night Blossom at home. But let's start first with the Violet Lemonade. The Violet Lemonade is very easy to make at home. All you need is a blender, you need 3 cups of ice, a couple drops of food coloring, we'll get back to that in a moment, 8 ounces of frozen lemonade concentrate, very important there, 1.5 cups of water, and 4 ounces of violet syrup. The violet syrup is probably the most difficult thing to come by in this entire recipe, but you can find it on Amazon. That's where I found this one, super easy. I got the larger container, the 33.8 ounce. I feel like, you know, violet lemonade, you're always gonna wanna drink that, and considering how easy this one is, I feel like, you know, why not? We get the extra one, so we're gonna make it all together right now. All we have to do to make the violet lemonade is put all the ingredients together in the blender. So the water, the ice, and the lavender syrup. Violet syrup, lavender syrup, same thing right there. I added those two in, the other thing of ice, just like that. I'm gonna get the lavender syrup, violet syrup, lavender syrup. Apparently it's the same thing, just pour it right in there, 4 ounces of it, and we need 8 ounces of lemonade concentrate. Oh, this frozen concentrate is not that frozen. That's okay, that's all right. It's kind of a liquid right now, so it'll be an interesting one. I'm just estimating that's about the amount that we need. Put it all together and blend it up. Now looking at it, it looks more like a liquid rather than a slushy. That's probably because our frozen concentrate wasn't quite frozen, just came back from the store. But that's all right, we're gonna add in a little bit of our food coloring now. 1 drop of the blue and 1 drop of the red to make purple violet lemonade. So with this one, to start it off, we're going for flavor over consistency first, but we'll come back to consistency if it's really good. That color changed right away. Very nice pink color there. I'm actually gonna make it a tiny bit more red. So I'm gonna put 2 more drops of red, 1, 2, and 1 more drop of blue for a really, really strong purple. Sure enough, there it is, our violet lemonade starter drink right here. Let's see how that flavor is. Cheers. That is surprisingly close. Surprisingly close. I am super, super impressed by that one. It's not quite the consistency that I'm looking for. I'm looking for kind of like the slush. And you can see right there, can you see that where it's like half like the liquid and the ice is on top? Maybe it just means I have to blend it more, which I'm going to try, but the flavor is really good. Now the recipe calls for 4 ounces of violet syrup, and you can find the recipe in the description of this video, but I'm going to add just a tiny bit more, just that much, just a tiny bit, just because I feel like it needs it, just like my taste buds, remembering the Flower and Garden Festival, just a little bit more. All right, that looks great. Let's give it another try. Still looks pretty liquid at the moment, not so much a slush, more a liquid, but let's test that flavor. See how it tastes. That's perfect. It really is. You want to add a tiny bit more of that lavender violet syrup. It adds a lot. Delicious, delicious, super refreshing. You definitely want even colder lemonade concentrate. This is just kind of like liquid at the moment. You want it to be like ice, like those, you know, kind of like the chunks sticking together. Tiny bit more ice, and we would be in great shape. Violet lemonade at home. Definitely a lot of fun. One that I can see myself making again. Hot days in the summer. It's gonna be perfect. And just like that, that's violet lemonade. Now let's transition over to the Night Blossom. Now while I'm transitioning over to the Night Blossom, I'm going to put this violet lemonade into a container that we will be able to continue to use right there from the, I think this is the Food and Wine Festival 2018 pitcher. Super nice. Okay, now we are ready for the Night Blossom. And keep in mind, this is the at-home recipe for the Night Blossom. Not supposed to be the same thing. When you go to Animal Kingdom, it is special, but this is to remind us of the deliciousness of the Night Blossom. We're gonna start off with raspberry sorbet. Need cool lime sorbet, it's important to know, some frozen raspberries, and Sprite. We also need ice cubes. Forgot about ice. A very important ingredient. You're definitely gonna need ice. Okay, to start off the Night Blossom, we need 1 cup of frozen raspberry sorbet, 1 cup of frozen raspberries, 2 cups of ice, and the 1 can of Sprite. We're gonna mix all of these together until they're well blended. I'm not sure if it matters which order these things go into the blender, but you know, as long as they all get in there, I feel like that's the key here. Now, for something as delicious as the Night Blossom, you may be thinking to yourself, Michael, this can't be all there is to it, right? There's gotta be like more to it, can't just be this. Sure enough, it is, and I was looking for the boba pearls. I know you're asking, Michael, is it a Night Blossom without the boba pearls? It has to be, because I was looking all over for those boba pearls. I looked online, I looked in special stores. I was finding some, but nothing quite right, So we're gonna try it first without the boba pearls, and then we'll try them again, maybe if we can find some boba pearls in the future. We'll see. Now, you know, never too late for a Night Blossom. Now, it said to leave a little bit extra in the can, so that's what I'm doing, a tiny bit extra in the can. I'm going to blend it and see how thick it is. That's a key point here. You can see it's stuck right there at the top, so I'm gonna make sure it's off. Then blend it around a little bit, take the spoon out of there, and continue. It is too thick to blend, so more Sprite is needed. Let's continue. I'm noticing right away that it's very difficult to blend this one. You have to keep doing that over and over again, because it just sits just like that. It won't move around. So I think I gotta take the whole top off here and actually go all the way to the bottom, mix it all around a little bit, free up those blades a little bit, and keep on trying. I had it for a minute, but you can see it's really thick, and I'm liking that. That's how a Night Blossom should look. A really thick Night Blossom. So keep on stirring it up. I'm still working on it, I'm working on it. It's still super thick, and the recipe said that if it's too thick to pour, then add more Sprite. Let's try it. I just want to try it, see how it tastes. A little bit of the spoon in there. And we'll see how this tastes. You ready? Cheers. Not bad, but definitely does not taste like a Night Blossom yet. I'm gonna add more Sprite and maybe more raspberry sorbet. Yeah, I think it could use a little bit more of both. All right, I've got a little bit more Sprite right there, just a dash here and there. Got a new spoon for a little bit more of that raspberry sorbet. Just a little bit. See how it turns out, can't hurt. Let's keep on mixing it up. Amazing how thick it is. It's not going down at all. Gotta keep going, oh my gosh. Still not blending as much as I'd like, so I'm gonna continue adding Sprite. We're at about a can and a quarter of a can. We're definitely getting there. I'm gonna put a little bit more Sprite in there. So I think we're at about a can and a half of Sprite at this point. It's interesting, you have to kind of let the Sprite, oh my gosh, we're splashing all over. You see that? You have to kind of let it sit in there in order to get to the bottom, and then you can start it up again. Look at that, it's spinning all around. Okay, now I'm feeling better about giving it another try. I wanna make sure we follow all the sanitary conditions here. So I'm gonna use this kind of shared spoon, put it into my spoon, you get the idea. And we're gonna try a little bit more of the Night Blossom. Are you ready? Are you set? Bon appetit. It's interesting, it's very interesting, but let me get another cup to pour it into, and then we're gonna try it with the lime. Take a look at the cup I have for our Night Blossom. It's the official plastic cup of Pandora. What we're gonna do is gonna put a little bit of the, oh, that was too close, raspberry liquid right there on the bottom. Just a little bit, not too much, not filling it up all the way. And we're gonna put a couple scoops of the lime sherbet right in the middle, and then we're gonna mix it up a tiny bit by hand, not in the mixer. Nice big old scoop right there, right here in the middle, looks great. I'm gonna put one more in. Just right there, cover up the middle completely. Lime, there we are. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more of the raspberry on top. Take a look at that. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Okay, all right, we're good. We're still good. Okay, we've got the lime in there. We've got the raspberry on top. We're mixing it up just a bit here. It's gonna be tough. We gotta try both without one of those nice Pandora straws. We need a Pandora straw for this. We're mixing it up like we would with a Dole Whip. And I actually think I could use a little bit more lime. But let me try it. I'm gonna try a little bit of lime with the raspberry together. See how it tastes. Let me tell you, it's not a Night Blossom, but it is really good. It is really good. Now, what I'd recommend, and I'm gonna try this in a minute, I would put more lime. It needs like half lime and half of the red mixture to make it just right. Just half and half. Just put a lot of lime ice cream in there with it. Combine the two. Mix them up yourself with a spoon, like this. Mix the two up. And then when I try them together, I'm just kind of doing the shortcut version here where I'm trying them together and dripping all over the place. I can taste it. It's not a night blossom. Again, it's not. But it's really good. So it's a raspberry lime concoction. It's hard to get that night blossom flavor. It really, really is. But overall, I'm impressed. I am definitely impressed. It is similar in many ways. And just like that, we've got a night blossom and a violet lemonade that you can make at home with ingredients. And remember, the magic in the park. I sure hope you enjoyed today's Cooking with Michael, making some of these at home. Let me know if you did by giving me a thumbs up so I know to make more of these in the future. And let me know in the comments below what we should cook next. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me today. And until next time, cheers and have a magical day.